Crime is up, and neighbors say they no longer feel safe in their community.
Two men accused of detonating a pipe bomb at a local hotel make their first court appearance.
Certain industries are willing to increase the pay to keep employees from leaving, and economists say now's the time to negotiate.
Meatless cooking with styles under 20 bucks, and there's a surprise at the end.
And meet the executive chef who's giving hospital food a good name.
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts now.
Residents of a senior living facility are speaking out tonight, saying they no longer feel safe in their own home. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Carla Chiquetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. People who live in the Orchard Active Senior Living Apartments off Sports Arena Boulevard say the trouble stems from a new homeless encampment that has popped up right next to their property. As CBS 8's Kirsten Holmes found out, neighbors are now coming together to fight back.
I talked to about a dozen neighbors who've experienced everything from threats to people coming into their home uninvited. And now they're looking for the owners of the Orchard and all the way up to the mayor to do something about the crime and the homelessness in the area.
They've stolen bicycles from upstairs off of patios. I mean, your false sense of security. They put their bike up there, they ain't gonna come and get it. Well, they were wrong to come and get it.
My husband told them, get out of here, I'll call the police. Oh, go ahead and call the police.
Yeah. We have the homeless demanding to come in and use the bathrooms at neighbors' apartments. We've been violated, we've had things stolen.
And this is just the tip of the iceberg of what the folks living in Orchard Active Senior Apartments say they're going through. A few weeks ago, this new homeless encampment arrived right around the time this old encampment was cleaned up. The neighbors say the cleanup just dumped the problem right on their doorsteps.
We know they have refused help because only out of 183, only 8 took help. We are begging for help. We don't feel safe. We want to know what the mayor is going to do to help us feel safe and restore our safety. When we call the police say you can't approach the homeless because they all carry knives. We don't know what to do.
As a grown man, pretty built and physically fit, there's a reason I carry pepper spray. And I never thought I'd have to buy some until I moved here. I've had people homeless coming up the steps trying to steal my neighbor's stuff and had to run them out. I've had people stealing laundry and I ran them out. I've chased people out here almost on a daily basis.
We tried to talk to the managers of the Orchard and were only given a phone number to call to their San Diego headquarters, but had no luck. Some residents say the Orchard says they'll put up a fence to better protect them, but they won't see that fence until next year. So these neighbors continue to wait for help.
I see a lot, and it's scary.
Day and night you have homeless coming through here over and over and over again.
It's not a comfortable situation. I don't want to go out at night. You know, I'm afraid.
People coming in the dumpster in the middle of the night, and they're high and they're screaming and yelling and they're scary.
Kirsten Holmes, CBS 8.
Thanks, Kirsten. We reached out to the city of San Diego. A spokesperson says COVID has affected their homeless enforcement, but now that they're back out with their abatement program, they're asking people to report incidents like this to the city's Get It Done app or website. As far as this particular encampment is concerned, city officials say they are working to find solutions for everyone affected. The neighbors are having a community meeting to raise awareness and find solutions later this month. We'll keep you posted.
2 men accused of setting off a pipe bomb at a hotel in Kearny Mesa last week went before a judge today.
39-year-old Grover Everett and 30-year-old Hans Sarda pleaded not guilty to 3 felony explosives charges. The prosecutor said surveillance shows the 2 men got inside the 4 Points by Sheridan on Arrow Drive through an employee door. Attorneys for Everett and Sarda say both men co-own a fencing business. Bail was set for both men at $400,000 each. Police say tips from the public led to the arrests at a traffic stop where powder loads and meth were discovered. No one was hurt in the blast, but the hotel property sustained minor damage. 2 La Mesa parents charged in the death of their 7-month-old son have been sentenced to state prison. Joel Brownell was convicted of murder and other charges and sentenced to 37 years to life in prison. The baby's mother, Helena Rodriguez, pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. She received a sentence of 15 years to life. The baby, who was identified only as Joel R. in court documents, was admitted to Rady Children's Hospital back on August 2019 with suspicious injuries. He died 2 days later. Investigators later determined the baby was injured by his parents at their home.
City of San Diego leaders addressed a spike in violent crime during a conference at City Hall today. Shooting deaths are up 80% from last year. The city saw 10 murders since January 1st. Mayor Todd Gloria says many of the crimes happened in the Mount Hope and Mountain View communities. City Council President Sean Elo Rivera says we need some long-term solutions.
We also need longer-term solutions. That must include investing in our youth, creating opportunities and building programs that are proven to reduce gun violence.
Short-term solutions include increasing police presence, repairing dozens of streetlights, and cleaning up graffiti. San Diego Police Chief David Nislight also asked anyone with information about these murders to please come forward. Local fire crews are responding to calls for help, battling the Jim fire burning right now in the Cleveland National Forest near the Riverside-Orange County line. 2 San Diego CAL FIRE air tankers and 2 water-dropping helicopters from SDG&E were sent to help. The fire broke out around 11:15 this morning in the Holy Jim Trail area. It has burned 400 acres and at last report was 0% contained.
Get ready for a big cool down and you'll need your umbrellas again.
A winter storm watch is heading our way. Meteorologist Sean Stiles is here early with the first look at your microclimate forecast. Sean?
Carlo, Marcella, we're looking at a pretty vigorous two-punch storm as it makes its way towards San Diego, and ahead of that we'll see some very strong southerly winds, so hopefully firefighters can get a handle on that fire that's taking place in the Cleveland National Forest. These are the first clouds starting to roll in as they make their way towards San Diego. As I said, the wind will be picking up. We've got a wind advisory getting in place here over the next 24 hours, and then with that we'll see a winter storm watch on Friday into Saturday as some very cold air is making its way. The first storm is approaching right now, and the clouds that we're seeing are those clouds from this storm, but it's this second storm that will bring some very cold air in. This storm will wrap around on this long wave trough and with that make its way through San Diego. We're talking about pretty good amounts of rain coming down, anywhere from a ½ inch to 2 inches of rain west of the mountains by the time this entire system pulls through, and then the second system will bring colder air and that will bring snow. It'll linger into Saturday afternoon and into early Sunday morning, but it looks like this storm will bring snow levels down to 4,000 feet. So get ready for some wet, windy, and cold conditions.
All right, bracing for it. Thanks, Sean. Hundreds of Marines and sailors are happy to be home tonight.
The USS Essex Amphibious Ready Group has returned after a lengthy deployment. Service members spent the last 7 months at sea, helping out with a number of different training exercises. They also made stops in several places, including Saudi Arabia, Israel, and Guam. And we welcome you all home.